Only watch this video if you haven't been able to figure out what the dimension tables and the fact table were of this exercise, and if you're not sure what duplicates to remove. So let's have a look at our tables. Let's start on top. No, let's start below. So this is a list of doctors. So it's clear it's just a list of things. So it's a dimension table, right? Then we have an appointment list. A list with appointments. I can imagine some action. If I close my eyes and I say the word appointment, I can see people entering an office and people being treated and paying the bill, etc. There's also a date here, a date of an appointment, and there are numbers. So this is a big suspect of the fact table. But let's go over the other tables just to be sure. A list of patients with information about all the patients. That's again a list with things. So that's a dimension table. A calendar is just a list with days. So it's a dimension table. And here we have a billing table, and this confuses me because I also see an invoice date. I can imagine if I close my eyes and I think about billing, some woman or a man making invoices on their computer, sending it. So this could also be a fact table. So let's compare this one, the appointment list, with the billing table. Here I only see two ID columns, right? The invoice ID, which is the unique identifier for this table, and then a patient ID. So we could link this table with the patient list, right? However, if we look at the appointment list, we see way more identifier columns here. So besides the appointment ID, which is the unique identifier for each appointment, we see patient ID. We also see the doctor ID, and we see the invoice ID. And so that's an indicator that actually the appointment list is the fact table, and the billing is another dimension table. Okay, since we figured out that this is the dimension table, we know we can remove the duplicates of the column that contains the unique identifiers. So we're going to remove the duplicates of the invoice ID. We remove the duplicates of the dates. It doesn't make sense to have the same date twice in a calendar. It also doesn't make sense to have the same patient ID twice in a list of all the patients. Nor does it make sense to have the same doctor ID twice. As an exception, we can also do the same thing for appointment ID, because it wouldn't make sense to have the same appointment ID twice in a list with all the appointments.